Right, so my camera seems to be cutting out on my videos at various points, so I'm going to see if I can try and get through this as quickly as possible. So we're still in Colin Baker. We have Vengeance on Varos. It's a good story. Not a big fan of still in the original series, but it's still a reasonable story to watch. For Colin Baker, he obviously wasn't the strongest Doctor, but I still think some of his stories could get a little more credit. The Mark of the Rani, first time to feature the Rani in the series. It's a nice story. I do like it. Two Doctors, or the Return of Patrick Troughton and the Sontarans. This is too long, this episode. It was 3 parts on, which should have really been 2. There's not much to really kind of go with it. Time Lash, again, everyone hates this story, but I can really see why. It's definitely not one of my more favourites. I do not care for it that much. But they kind of have a documentary to explain why it went wrong. Revelation of the Daleks, this one comes with one of the O-ring covers, I just need to find it. Again, I like this one. Not the strongest of the Dalek stories, but still one I find reasonable to watch. This is going to be a brief one. Time in the Rani. Again, another guilty pleasure. This on a lot of people's bottom list of the worst stories ever. But I like this for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. So forget everyone else who doesn't like this story. Then the bottom shelf, we have the Trial of a Time Lord collection. Obviously, the 4 stories to mark the last season of Colin Baker before he got the sack. The Mysterious Planet, another guilty pleasure. I'm not a fan of it, but I still am drawn to it for some reason. I think it was one of the first stories I ever watched. But yeah, I like it for some reason. Mind Warp, garbage, absolute garbage. Not even Brian Blessed featuring in this could save it. Which is unfortunate because he's obviously a very good actor. Terror of the Vervoids, another good story, although some people are not a big fan of it, but I do. And then my favourite of the set, The Ultimate Foe, and probably one of my favourite Colin Baker stories. Yeah, can't really complain about it, it's only 2 episodes long. And we have Delta and the Bannermen, kind of a okay-ish story. I mean, so often McCoy's stories are either really good, really bad, or just meh. That was definitely a meh one. Remembrance of the Daleks. This is actually the original one. I just printed off this cover online. If I find the website, I'll put a description. I'll put a link of it in the description box. But this is a fantastic story. If you're going to start off and have a gateway episode into the original series, this is a great way to start it off because it's just brilliant in every aspect. Obviously, the last story in the original series to have the Daleks and Davros. But if you want special features, then you can get the special edition version, which I do have, and I even have it signed by none other than Sylvester McCoy. Yeah, so just a brilliant story overall. You can't complain about it too much. Battlefield, again signed by Sylvester McCoy. Return of the Brigadier and Unit in this. I do like this one quite a bit, and it also has the special edition version with the one which is like a film. Ghostlight, a little bit spooky, but still gets the job done. Curse of Fenric, overrated personally. It's fine, but it's just not as good as everyone claims it to be. And then the final classic story, Survival. Probably could have left off on a higher note, but it's still a reasonable job. Maybe it would be interesting if we see the cheetah people again in the new series. And then we have the 1996 TV movie with Paul McGann. Again, this has an O-ring cover, which I'm trying to find. This is okay, it's not great. They could have chosen a better master, I think, in this, to be honest, but I started to listen to Paul McGann's audios, so we'll see what we can do about that. And we have Doctor Who extras. We have the Dalek collection. This is the one with the 2 Peter Cushing? I think it's Peter Cushing. As the Doctor, with the Doctor Who and the Daleks and the Daleks Invasion of 2150 AD films. I was trying to find a cover for this one. Both of them are great. I prefer 2150 AD, but they still do a good job with both of them. Kanan and Company, the basically kind of like a prequel thing to Sarah Jane Adventures, but this is absolutely rubbish. Everyone badmouths it, and I can see why. But I do like the intro of it. I can't complain about that, to be honest. We have some of the new series extras: Doctor Who: The Infinite Quest. From Totally Doctor Who. I find this one interesting. And then Doctor Who Dreamland, not as good. Just a Doctor Who Sims. I'm not a big fan of this one, to be honest. And then we have the new series. You have the complete Series 1 box set. This is the special edition version, which is done like a TARDIS. You open this up and you can open this from the side and have the DVDs in there. A great way to start off the new series. I like most of the episodes in this. The only one I'm not really a big fan of is probably Boomtown. Then we have complete second series. This is another special edition one because it has the holographic picture on the side with the TARDIS. And on the back you have a holographic Cyberman. This comes with a big, chunky Cyberman head case, which I do have, but I can't be able to get it out. And there's also another version of this, which I think has both a Dalek and a Cyberman on the back in holographic form. So great series. David Tennant is probably my favourite Doctor. He's a lot of people's favourites, and I can see why he's really good as an actor with that. I definitely recommend this one. Then we have the complete third series. This is the ordinary release. The special edition one has the Vote Saxon with the picture of Johnson as the Master on the front. Yeah, I like this one quite a fair bit as well. I can't complain about too many of the David Tennant episodes. And then we have Series 4. Again, this is the ordinary release. I believe there was like an Amazon or an HMV exclusive, which was basically the same sort of idea, except it would be a yellow cover with the Doctor and Donna with the shadow Davros on one side, and then the back you have the picture of Davros, but instead it'll be a picture of of the Supreme Dalek. By far and away my favourite season. I love everything about it. I just enjoy it very much so. Then we have the complete specials. There was no alternative version of this except for the Blu-ray. We're not going to get that though. I love all these specials. Contains probably one of my favourite episodes, The End of Time. Then we have complete series 5. Again, there is a special edition one of this. It has the like a silver casing for it, which has the crack in it. I wasn't a big fan of this to begin with, but I might need to rewatch it again to kind of form a second opinion. So we'll have to see what happens with all those. And I do not have anything else of the series yet. I need to get those at some point. So we have the final bits of the Doctor Who extras. Sarah Jane Adventures, the Doctor Who spin-off for kids. I enjoy this, very much so. Obviously incorporates into some of the Doctor Who villains. I've got to say my favourite villain of this entire series is the Trickster. And who would like maybe to see him in the actual episodes of Doctor Who. Series 2, obviously replacing Maria with Rani. Sontaran's involved with it, and things like that. Series 3, but yeah, I believe this is the one. Yeah, this is the first series to feature the Doctor in the miniseries itself. I like that one a fair bit. And then we have Series 4. Again, we have the Doctor in this one as well. And you also have the return of Katie Manning as Jo Grant, which I thought was a very nice twist. I don't think anyone was expecting it. It's a great thing to have. And I need to get the few episodes I have of Series 5, because obviously there was a few episodes of those, and then obviously Elizabeth Sladen passed away. Not dust on these. And then finally we have the complete first series of Torchwood, which you can see my reflection on there. Doctor Who for adults. I think it's a great series. I need to see Series 2 and the long specials. So yeah, I do definitely recommend you try and get these. And then that is it for my Doctor Who DVD collection. I'm not sure whether I might do an updated version if I get all the ones with the ring covers. I'm even kind of toying with the idea of whether to do a review with the ones which actually have the covers. But yeah, so we'll just leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll catch you next time for whatever I do next. So long, take care.